Hello, my name is Joel Kirk with GRS Tools and Training, and we're here to talk about an exciting new training center in Europe, GRS Training Center Europe. We're here with Ben and Jonas. How are you guys doing today?
Hi, Joe. I'm doing great. Yeah, this week here with you guys. Yeah, it's been awesome. I felt really welcome here at the GRS training with the whole people who are here. So yeah, I'm really excited here. Not just because I'm here, but because of our news that we are bringing to this video. So yeah, I'm all good.
Do pretty good as well. So it's great to talk to you both, especially now with the big project coming up. Good to be here.
Yeah, and it's an exciting new project, but before we get there, can you guys tell us a little bit about yourselves?
Long story short, of course, jewelry is kind of in my blood. My grandfather in Brazil, he owned a quartz mine, and he had a workshop, a gemstone cutting workshop, and my father worked there with him for years. And later on, he moved from that to the jewelry field. He became a traditional goldsmith. Yeah, and the beginning of this, it was with him that I learned everything I needed to step into this career. Yeah, so that's pretty much how it started, and since then it's been over the 20 years of making jewelry, taking courses, going everywhere to learn, to teach, and helping many people to create their own path in the jewelry business. And regarding the stone setting, a few years ago at Ben, I went to the Netherlands to have some private classes with him. We became good friends. He went to Brazil in my studio, stayed there for a couple of weeks, teaching me private lessons. And yeah, from a teacher, he became a good friend, and from a friend, now a business partner in this new chapter of our career.
All right. So yeah, I was not born into a family with all kinds of jewelers.
Yeah, but it looks like, it looks like.
But I definitely knew that I always liked to work with my hands, and small, intricate detail things I really loved. So as a kid, I spent a ton of time making little models and army things and painting them all over the place in my free nights. So yeah, after I was a little older, I think around 14, 15, I had to pick a direction in school. So there's this one jewelry school in the Netherlands. I sort of stumbled into it. I did that training over there, finished that one. Then I went really deep into the stone setting part. For a couple of years almost, I traveled place to place to really learn more. So I studied under Sam Alfano, under Martin Strolls. I went to Blaine Lewis. I spent close to 2 years in Antwerp together with Alexander. First as a teacher, or first as a student, sorry, and then working for Alexander directly. Then around 2014, I met the GRS guys during a trade show when I was helping Alexander out promote his school at the Basel show in Switzerland. Since then, I've been doing directly trade shows and later on teaching directly for GRS. Back in 2023, so close to 2.5 years ago now, I moved here to the US, work now directly for GRS Tools, and now it's time for the new big thing in our career. So that will be the official new and only GRS training center in Europe.
Okay, so by the way, I love that you guys met as student and instructor,
Yeah.
but now you guys are working together. Like, tell me what that's going to be like for you guys.
No, that was pretty.
No, sorry, but I would say this one.
okay.
I would say this one. No. I'm sorry, but I need to interrupt you. Yeah, man, Ben, Ben. You are a hero in our business. Everybody looks at you like that when we want to learn, when we are trying to achieve that high-end level, and that's how I saw him as a hero. So I went there and I was so proud that I was studying with him. And in these private classes, I took it hard. I put all my my will on it. I went to Brazil and I spent 10, 12 hours practicing a day to be prepared to have classes with him later on. And we developed a good relationship. I always asked him about the projects that I was doing and everything. And we were talking all the time. And when he was in Brazil with me there, these courses for Brazil popped up in my mind, and we discussed a little bit. He kind of helped me to create the program over there. So yeah, we are starting this new chapter together, but that's not the first time that we are working together, even though it's not a huge business, but we always had a good relationship. And I feel so good to have the opportunity to work with him because Ben always says that in this market, in this stone setting thing, you can always have space to improve and to be closer to my teacher, even though we are instructing in our training center. Yeah, for me that's huge. You have no idea how I'm feeling about that.
So you drove him to Europe once to learn from you. Now you guys are going to Europe together to teach. Tell me about this new location that you have for the training center.
Yeah, that's a good one. So picking a location was a little harder than we thought, but we always had the experience of the student in mind, in our mind. So let's see, it had to be a place that is easy to reach, that has affordable lodging, like good public transport, and also very important that you feel safe at night walking alone down the street. We also know that students will spend time away from their home, family, and work, and spend the money to come to us. So we wanted to be sure the place is also great for like the off hours. That way the student can go back after the training fully energized and ready to put the newly learned skills to good use. Another big important factor for us was the climate. This is because we will host and train or do trainings like year round. So it has to be nice in the summer, so you can go to the beach if you want, or go to outdoor cafes or restaurants. And then during the winter months, you can go to museums or snip up the culture and the history of the country. And then also have a good time in restaurants, like the cuisine is so wide over there. So in the end, after all the different locations that we checked out, our top pick was Portugal, and then more specifically the capital, like the beautiful city of Lisbon. So that's a new place. And good thing for me, he speaks the language.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they all speak really good English over there.
Sure.
But everybody understands you and all, but it definitely helps up opening up a new business in a different country when you got a business partner who speaks the native tongue. So that is a big bonus for me on this front. Yeah.
That's an interesting aspect to me as an English only speaker. How many languages between the two of you do you guys speak?
So yeah, we thought about the same. That's also a nice bonus for students. So we can teach in English, in Portuguese, in Dutch, in German, and probably hand sign languages here. No, that's the main thing. So English is no problem, Portuguese is no problem, Dutch, German. So yeah, we got covered pretty well, like 4 languages at least.
Excellent. Tell me about the courses. How are they going to work?
Well, this November 2025, we'll open our first classes, and the enrollment will start in the middle of September, probably. And at least in the beginning, we are focusing only in STEM setting. And yeah, we'll have 3 programs over there. The basic GRS buffet setting, which is a 1-week course where the students will learn how to set up their tools and equipment and do their first buffet settings. And the second course will be the professional GRS STEM setting, a 1-month program that will cover everything that is needed to get a professional high-end level for the international market. And the third course that we'll have there is the advanced GRS STEM setting that goes, this course goes beyond the technique itself. it gives our students the full artistic freedom to do extraordinary jewelry pieces. And the good thing about this course is it doesn't matter where you are starting. If you go to the advanced course, for example, it will cover everything that is included in the professional course, and the same in the professional. Everything that is covered in the basic will be covered in this course. So yeah, it doesn't matter where you are right now in the techniques or in the student setting, but it depends more on where you want to go. If you have more time available, go to advanced. If I have some time, go to the professional. And even if you don't have a lot of time, you can go for the basic, spend 1 week with us, go back, do your job, do your work, and come back to the basic again. We will personalize the teaching for you. So it doesn't matter your level. You will always have something to learn in our school, and we are considering what you know. Yeah, and there's a benefit on that because our school will receive 8 students in maximum for each class, and both of us will be there for most of the time. So yeah, the student will receive nearly the same experience they would have in private lessons. So that's a good point.
It's a huge benefit because I'm getting private instruction basically for the cost of a class. That's really cool.
That's for sure the idea. Yep.
So this is all really exciting. How do people enroll?
Well, that's pretty easy. They could just go to our website. You will find a ton of information about the courses, about the course schedule, pricing, all the information about the courses. You can just click on the module that you like, pick a spot, reserve the seat, and it's all yours.
Yeah, the dates are all over there.
Yeah.
How many spots we'll still have available, and you can enroll 1 year before the classes, so ton of time to prepare yourself and to be there with us.
And what do you say makes your school different than others?
First, we are the only official GRS training center in Europe. So yeah, our way of teaching is tested all around the world. We have so many students following this way of teaching, and yeah, that's our main differential of the schools on the market. And the second, and for me, is the most important approach, the proximity that we'll have with students. Only 8 students, 2 instructors in the classroom most of the time. So yeah, the students can get a direct way of learning, a fast way of learning, and always hands-on. So that's I think is our main differentials of the market. What do you think about that?
Another big plus, in my opinion, is I think we share our experience in the market. So we're not just pumping out decent or good stone setters. We're really in it to make you a professional stone setter so you can make a good living, good career. I know how hard it is. You can stumble and struggle and just having a hard time putting food on the table in a way. So we share our experience in the marketplace just to be sure when you walk away, you got everything that is needed to have a thriving or good career as a stone setter.
Yeah, that's it. We teach how to set stones, and that's huge, but the technique itself is not enough to make some profit and to put yourself in a career. So that's it. We are sharing our knowledge from whole life in this business to kind of help students to go their own path on that.
And that leads to like personal growth. It's not just professional growth. It's not just technical training. It's personal growth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool.
Yep.
Jonas, Ben, thank you guys for sharing your exciting new venture with us. We're really, really pumped about your new school.
Thank you.
It's really, really cool.
We're pretty excited as well. Yeah. It's going to be great.
All right. And for those of you watching, check out their website and go sign up. It's going to be awesome.